This is Debrani Das. I am a passionate street photographer and a homemaker from Kolkata, India. I am a member of Street Eye Collective, co-founder of Unexposed South Asia, and admin of World Photographic Forum. I think everything. Street photography is one of the most toughest and challenging genre in photography. And if you want me to be very specific, so I can share a few points. The first one is the candidness. So your street photographs has to be candid shot. So and sometimes street photography. Sometimes we call it candid photography. And the second point is the unpredictability. So whenever you are out there with your camera, you cannot predict anything. You don't know what the moment is going to surprise you and what will be the light condition. So it is totally like you are going for an blind date. So that is very interesting, and this makes this genre very challenging, I think. And the third one is street photography help us to identify ourselves. I think that because for me, my street shots are the reflections of the person I am. It is the street itself. Street itself is the biggest inspiration for me. For me, street is like an open stage where the living elements, the non-living elements, the texture, the light, the color, time, everything is playing their parts, and you are there with your camera to tell your story. So for me, street is like a meditation. My eyes, my heart, my hand, my mind all are in sync, and it gives me the to breathe afresh. So a reflection of my emotions and my thoughts and everything. So definitely street itself is the biggest inspiration, and the people. So I shoot a lot people, and the experiences I go through with with the muted communication which I love to make through my photographs. So these are all, I think, main factors for my inspiration. And if I talk about who, then from master photographers to mentor my fellow photographers to senior photographers, whatever they are producing the work, that is also inspiring a lot. And definitely the family members. So inspiration is like they are everywhere. So you need to choose, and whenever you find the connection between the moment and the thing that keeps you inspired, so that is inspiring, I think. Pandemic has hit not only me, but I think every street photographer very badly. So when the lockdown started, then I tried to do self-portrait series. So this is the continuation of my self-portrait series, which I have started during my USA time, and I have discovered lots of work of women street photographers from around the world, and I have revisited my old photographs, and this is very necessary thing that one photographer can do. And in this pandemic also some good news I got. So my dear friend Julia Coddington and Rebecca Wilshire, they thought of me to build up a community in South Asia region. So we three of us have made Unexposed South Asia, which is a community for women street photographers to give the voice to women photographers. I think women photographers still they need some support, because some way or the other they are very much not visible in the street genre. And so this includes lot of work for me to search women photographers from this region, and to feature them. And luckily I was chosen as the winner of Women Street Photographers, curated and founded by Gulnara Samueliva, and Zimena Ikagwe will be my mentor. So I'm looking forward to my artist residency, and this helps me to become more confident about my work. So I had to mention this thing because Gulnara is inspiration for many photographers, many female photographers like me. And after pandemic over not means pandemic over, so it's still happening. The lockdown was over, so when I step out to shoot, I till now also I try to avoid the crowded events and festivities. So this is not that I don't go out for shoot. Definitely I go out, and but not that frequently what I used to do. And I try to be in the street in the normal day, in the normal condition with a normal crowd. So I think these are the changes had happened with me during this pandemic period. Change is the only constant. So I have started my journey as a street photographer, from 2016, and definitely I have evolved as a street photographer. When I started, I used to do many mistakes, still I do, but I think my patience level has increased, my observation power has increased. There are a lot of scope to improve it a little bit more. So, but still, I think I am improving a bit, and the biggest change, whatever I have noticed in myself, is that I can see photographs without camera also, and in fact in my dreams also. And this is most interesting thing for me, that in my dreams also, I witness myself as a photographer, as a street photographer especially, and I try to capture a moment, I try to snatch a magical moment, and with a great light and all. And this is one of the biggest change I have noticed in myself. So biggest change what happened is, I think, is a summation of small changes that you went through your journey. So yeah, I'm happy that I have evolved as a photographer, and I'm the person today, and thanks to street photography for helping me out. I still consider myself as an amateur photographer. Still, I feel the joy runs through my vein when I'm witnessing something magical which is happening in front of my eyes. So I always get excited whenever I see something surprising. So I don't think I have changed a lot. So maybe after 2-3 years, I think I can answer this question. Of course, you need to put into a lot of efforts to make certain photographs. So efforts like what? Like you have to be very patient. You need to develop your reflex action. You need to develop the observation skill, and other technical things. So in one word, for me, the effort that one photographer can put into his photographs, that is practice. So practice. So practice is the main thing that can make a person near to perfection. So I think you can do a lot of practice on a regular basis, and I can guarantee you, one day you will find yourself that you are standing in front of a moment, and you are discovering something magical, and you are able to snatch that moment from fraction of a second effortlessly. So that is the beauty of street photography. The practice, when you make it your habit, then these photographs will happen automatically. And being a woman photographer, sometimes it is our advantage that we are welcome to certain situation where male photographers are not permitted. So that also think very effortlessly we do. And being a homemaker, we need a little effort to put into ourselves, that we need to take out some time for us. So time management is the skill for women photographers who are especially the homemaker ones. I think perfect, the word doesn't exist in street photography, so there is always a scope to improve. So I don't have any perfect shot of mine till date, and definitely I have my favorite shots. So one shot that I took in Malik Ghat, which is kind of a little bit famous photograph, which is a juxtaposition of a pigeon and a man. For me, it is a juxtaposition of life and dream also. So I am very happy to say that this photograph got a place in the book of Women Street Photographers, curated and edited by Gulnara Samuilova, and with other 99 female photographers from around the world. And it is an honor for my photographers. In 2018, I guess, I was in Gangasagar. It is my second visit in Gangasagar Mela, and I found this scene, and the woman was trying to wear her sari, and there was backlit light. And this photograph, when I was taking that photograph, I found that there are mainly male, maybe they are the family members there surrounding her. So for me, it is like discovering a woman being involved in his family. So, and definitely the light was divine there. So this image always asks me many questions about this woman. So yeah. Carrying a small camera definitely helps street photographer. So I do carry a small camera with a fixed focal length. So that definitely helps me and to be invisible in the street. And you have to be there open mind, and I think you need a very comfortable pair of shoes. That helps a lot, because street photography demands a lot of walking. And don't wear flashy clothes, so you don't want to look like an alien, and you try to look like normal person, so that you can capture the raw emotions of the surrounding of yours, and wear your smile. That's it. For me, life and street photography both are in the same page. So life throws many challenges to us, and street photography, this is the challenging genre. And life and street photography both are unpredictable. In street photography, what we do, we try to capture, we try to snatch a moment from fraction of a second, which is unpredictable. And in life, we don't know what we are going to get in the next very moment. So both are very much unpredictable. So what street photography have teaches me, that it taught me that to value your present. So what we do usually for life, we do that we always give preference to our future thoughts, but in this process we forget to value our present. So street photography have taught me to value your present, the moment you're having. And the second thing is the value of humanity. So throughout my journey, I have experienced many events where I have learned lessons from other people, the people I am shooting. So I was in Gangasagar Mela. That was my first time, and it was an unplanned event for me, and for some reason I had to stay the night over there. So I got a place in an open tent, and it was very chill that time, and especially at the night, and I was shivering with the cold. So I found a group of pilgrims women there, and what they do, they gave me their blanket. I took it and I slept. But the next very morning, I came to know that they gave me their only one blanket that they have. So they chose to sacrifice their comfort for me. So one of the greatest example of humanity. So there are such examples, I I always found there in my journey. So these are the things that I learned from street photography about life.